How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Good. How's it been going?
It has been going.
It's been going.
Yeah. I'm so tired. Like so tired. But also like things have been going pretty well for the most part. But I'm definitely like she doesn't sleep through the night, no matter what. And I know that that's normal, but it's like so shocking when it actually happens. That at 11 o'clock and then 4 o'clock she wakes up.
She's about a month old now.
Yeah, 1 month. I know. I think Thursday is 1 month. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
1 month now, lots more to go.
Oh yeah, lots more to go.
Great. So this is our 4th session,
Right.
and last week we kind of went through some goals. How did you feel about that this week?
It was nice to have like. I think that it was good to have some things that I had like on the back burner to do, and some of them I was able to do. I brought my journal in because I did end up doing that. Thank you. But some of the goals were like, I just like it was nice to have the idea of them, but they like were really overwhelming. So, and some things I'm just like really not sure about still. So
what was overwhelming?
Well, first of all, like the whole daycare thing is still, I'm like still really not sure what I'm supposed to be doing with that. And then second of all, I tried to go on a run. So you know how we had talked about last week with that would be a good stress reliever thing, and how I have the baby stroller. She like I put her in the stroller, and she started crying. She hated it, and
That's
she was
not really
like,
stress relieving.
right, and she ended up even spitting up in it, and so then it was messy, and I was like, forget it. And so I didn't get to that at all, but who knows, maybe someday. But 1 month maybe is too early for that still.
Yeah, we can go through these again, and if you want to change any of the goals, or kind of we can just like see how see where
I think that I might have been a little too ambitious last week. So
it's your pace. It's how you do it, and you'll have these goals to work on. You don't have any, if you feel like what you've planned isn't like you're not able to accomplish it yet, so we can break it down in smaller things and kind of check the time frame and how you want to do it again. Okay?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. So so it seems like the childcare issue is what's been biggest on your mind this week more.
Oh yeah.
Okay. It looks like if you remember some of the stuff.
Yeah, I don't really remember all of them.
Yeah. The first one we had was to explore the church resources. Did you go to church on Sundays?
Yeah, I did, and I actually got to. So the coordinator lady, I don't really know what to call her, but the lady who's in charge of the daycare there, I asked her if she knew of daycares that were available, and she gave me the name of one place that she like knew of another mom who sent her child there or something. I don't remember exactly what the connection was, but she told me that she had heard good things about it.
All right.
So I have the name of that place. I guess I can Google them and get a phone number and stuff. But.
Okay. Did you get to talk to any other moms? Because that was one of the goals as well. Yeah,
and so I actually, while I was dropping Avery off, I was talking to this lady. I think her name was Karen or something, and she was like, because she like noticed that my baby was very little and young, and so of course she did the same thing that all people in the public do when they see a baby and they want to touch her and stuff. But she like was really hyper and was telling me all about this daycare, but I like couldn't tell if she was someone I would trust with her opinion, just because she was like. No, I mean, she just seemed kind of flighty, like she just wasn't, like throughout our whole conversation, she kept getting distracted and forgetting what she was talking about, and things like that, where like somebody would come up and she'd talk to them, and just the type of person that I was like, I don't know, like I like people who pay a little bit more attention, and if she likes the daycare, I don't know. I just like, daycare is kind of making me nervous anyway, and so I couldn't tell if she was an opinion that I wanted to take or not. But I talked to someone.
That's the goal. Okay.
Yeah.
So now you have a couple daycares that you want to look into, or is there one that you are thinking like leaning towards more than the other?
Well, so I guess I kind of like, I'll probably still Google the one that Karen or whatever mentioned, just for the sake of having a place to look at. But the one that the coordinator lady mentioned, I would be more probably comfortable, kind of, with looking at that one. That would be, like, her opinion just seemed more valuable. It just feels like I'm being judgmental, but I feel like I need to be really picky.
Yeah, it's whatever you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, and I guess that's something that I would want to at least look at. But I don't know, the whole daycare thing, like, I think I've mentioned, we've talked about this, so like, the whole idea of it makes me nervous.
Yeah.
And so, even like with someone's recommendation, I'm still just
what is it about it that makes you feel nervous?
Well, I don't know if this is like accurate or not. Maybe you can tell me, but I just heard things about daycares being places like you don't get just the right one. How the nannies there, or whatever you call them, can be like kind of distracted, or they just like don't give your child a lot of attention. Like they can be understaffed type thing. And the idea of sending my 1-month-old to a daycare, I guess she'll be almost 2 months by the time I get back to work and send her there. But even still, sending her to a daycare that I have no control over the way that they treat her, that just like, from what I've heard, I like don't really know how I feel about that. But it's like,
so what would it be about the daycares that would make you feel more at ease about them or more comfortable with them?
I guess I would really prefer there to be like a lot of workers there, like for it to not just be like 2 women taking care of like 10 kids, you know, like that just seems like too much. Like I can hardly take care of my own baby.
Right.
What's to say that they can take care of my baby and other people's babies? And so that would be, I don't know, just like it being a reputable place, because sometimes they hire teenagers and they just like are distracted easily, or they don't really care that much or anything. And it's like that would make me so nervous if that's something I got. So something that could be
So
I don't know if that's possible to figure out or find. You know?
Well, so we have a little more time until you have to choose a daycare place.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah, and we've been through most of these goals. Is there any goal you want to add or remove or edit to kind of see now that you've kind of, got a little bit of information and kind of have a little bit to work with?
Yeah, I mean, so I think that like now that I've talked to a couple people, I don't think I really need to do a lot more of that necessarily. It seems like getting people's opinions is really hard still.
Yeah.
So, like a good opinion from someone is hard still. So I think that like I need to kind of do my own searching for it instead of relying on other people.
Yeah, because it seems like last week all our goals were to talk to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was good. But like I said, it's like I think that I'm too picky for that maybe.
Okay.
To rely on someone else's opinion.
Okay. So
like,
did you learn from the goals?
I did. Yeah. I did. Yep.
Okay.
And so maybe like getting rid of those and starting to do my own research now.
Okay.
Now that I kind of have a feel for how this should go.
Yeah, and then another thing you could do is visit the daycares and check them out to see if it's what you're comfortable with.
Yeah. Do daycares have like I can sit in on?
I think each daycare has their own policies.
Okay.
So when you're researching, that could be something you also look at, and that can kind of help you gauge your comfort with each one.
Yeah. That would be really nice if I could find places that did that.
Yeah, since now you kind of have the initial idea and a little bit of knowing other people said, so now you can kind of see how you feel about each one.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
that would
important.
Yes, that would make me feel a lot better. I think.
Yeah. So okay, so that was one goal, and we can go through, and if there's any specific daycare that you're interested in now, we can kind of go through and sort of go through it and see what's good about it and what's not.
Yeah. So the place that the coordinator lady said, that is definitely like I want to consider that one.
Okay.
I know a little bit about it. I did a little bit of Googling.
Okay.
I don't want to like make a decision this week because I do want to do my own research.
Okay.
But I would definitely, I'm having trouble figuring out like exactly what I'm looking for type thing. And so with her recommendation.
So what I can do, and if you want to add this to your goals, and if we don't have time to do this in our session, since you're still wanting to research, something called decisional balance. So it's like a pros and cons list, but it's a little bit more complex than that.
Okay.
You can put the pros pros of the daycare. You can put the cons of the daycare. You can put the pros of not using that daycare and the cons of not using that daycare.
Okay.
So like they have the example here for exercise. And you can kind of use it to model that, and then if you want to bring that in next week, we can use this and we can narrow down the decision if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really helpful.
Yes, and you can, I can give you a couple copies. You can do this for like a couple of the daycares, and so then we can kind of go through that.
Yeah.
If you want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this can be another tool for you to use. And then we can go to the next goal that we had talked about. Coping with stress. How have you been feeling with that goal this week?
Well, so I mentioned the run. That didn't go well.
Yeah,
and kind of just added to the stress.
That was the first part of the goal.
Yeah, I tried it, but it didn't. It was so unsuccessful that I just kind of, didn't. It just added to my stress and made it worse. So I'm gonna hold off on that one for now. I think that I'd like to cross that one off because I'm realizing that maybe she's like since I don't have like a babysitter or anything yet, and I would have to bring her with me. I think she's too young. So like it went so badly trying to bring her along. So
yeah,
that might be something.
Think of any other way to maybe get some physical activity that wouldn't have to be going out. Yeah, leaving the house.
That's actually a really good idea. I could just do like they have like those cardio, whatever videos on YouTube and stuff. I used to do those in college, before college, but my freshman year, my hallmates and I, we did that in the hallway.
Okay.
And that was actually not a bad workout. I could probably do that while she's napping, turn it on quiet.
And change this goal to workout videos.
Yeah.
How often do you think you want to do those?
Maybe just once a week for no make the goal. If I can do it more often, great, but I don't want to overcommit. I felt like I overcommitted this week, so yeah, but only one time a week.
Okay. Okay. My second goal was to learn about mindfulness or meditation, anything like that.
I actually forgot about that one.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah, these goals.
I know. I have that list at home, and I didn't really look at it very much. So I need to be better about that.
Maybe make it a goal for next week or this week
until
the next session.
Yeah.
And we can send you a copy of the
updated
goals list.
That'd be great.
Yeah, and then I see you brought your journal. Let's talk about your journal.
Okay. So we had talked about kind of my attitude about things and how I've been letting this this change get to the point that I'm getting grumpy and whatnot and feeling stressed about things. And so I guess I don't remember the exact wording of it, but I wanted to kind of change the way that I was thinking about it.
Yeah, you mentioned writing thankful.
Yeah.
About thankfulness.
And so I did. This week I wrote about how whenever I was having a really selfish or stressed out thought or whatever, I tried to change it into something that I could be thankful for. And so on Tuesday I was just feeling so tired and worn out, and I was really angry that I didn't have anyone else there watching her with me or anything. And so what I changed it to was that it's exciting to have this much time in her early years, because I guess you always hear people say they'll grow up in a blink of an eye, and before you know it, she'll be exactly. And so that was something that I tried to remember this week whenever I was feeling I wish that I had somebody that so I could leave the house and whatnot. It's good that I'm getting to
that's a great job of putting a different perspective on it.
Yeah. So that was actually really helpful, and that was really the main thought. They all kind of have that same theme of me trying to be thankful for the time that I have with her.
The journal's been helpful.
Yeah, it has.
So something you want to keep up with.
Yeah, I noticed that throughout the week, my attitude in general was getting better.
That's great.
Yeah, that was nice.
Keep that on there.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
This was helpful.
Yeah, and then the third goal that we had talked about was independence.
Yeah.
So it says on here, texting Laura this week to ask to come over.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I actually
great.
forgot to text her until yesterday,
Okay.
but I did, and so she's gonna come over later this afternoon. She's gonna come and see the
Great.
baby and everything. So
Great.
that's nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Avery will nap during it so that I can
Yeah.
actually talk to her. But if not, I'm sure Laura will want to see Avery. So
And then it says, go out to dinner one time before maternity leave is over. So you have 3 weeks left.
yeah,
Maternity leave?
yeah.
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 So I have thought of what I want to do. I haven't done anything about the plans for that yet, but
Okay.
I would really like, my sister's coming in town next week,
Yeah,
and so I think that would be the time to do it.
definitely.
Maybe I can get Laura or someone to stay at home
As long
while
as you're
Avery's
thinking about
asleep.
it,
But
making progress towards.
yeah, I have the idea in
Yeah,
mind at
great.
least. Yeah.
Yeah. So you said next week, so we can talk about it next week after.
Yeah.
Your sister comes in town.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And then do one class by the end of the month.
Yeah. So I one time this week when she was napping, I was scrolling through Pinterest on my phone, so I found an idea to do a craft, which I know I have till the end of the month.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully I can get to that. Just to,
As long as we're thinking about it.
right.
Great. Okay. So looks like we've made good progress.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can. Looks like we've kept most of the goals. A couple we fixed up. And I can send you the copy of the new one.
Yeah. Thanks.
And so next week is our last session.
Okay.
So we'll talk about termination and how that works. And as you know, the hospital provides these 5 sessions, and so if there's something that you want to, meet with someone over after that, it would be on a payment plan, things like that. It could be here, it could be at other resources that the hospital is affiliated with, so however you want to do it. But yeah.
Okay.
So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it would be nice to keep coming, but I think that for now, I'm not gonna be able to pay for it on my own. But if I wanted to start this up again in the future, once I have things a little bit more figured out, is that an option, or
I think so.
is this
Yeah.
only?
I think it would. You probably have to talk to the coordinator for this program to see how that works.
Okay.
And we can make sure you have that information for future reference.
Okay.
So yeah, that we can do that, and then any other questions or anything you have, we can talk about next week as well. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So anything else that you want to work on, make sure to talk about next week. That'll be our final session, right?
All right.
All right. It's great having you come in today.
Thank you.
And I'll make sure to get these copies to you.
Okay.